Everybody, this is a 5-minute light language for the new moon and the equinox. We have some very strong astrology that is supporting basically this, what the meaning of this card is, which is deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deep desires, all in for what you love, reawaken lost hopes. This is the card that I pulled intuitively. I didn't consciously pick this card out for this time period, but I must admit that this is also very relevant to what is happening in my own life and what I've seen happening around me, and what I've heard astrologers speak about. So this is from the Intuit Oracle deck. So we're going to do some light language to help bring this through in your own life. A lot of the astrology is, there are some fixed signs which find it difficult to let go of that's not serving us. And if you don't let go of that, it's really hard to commit to the things that are your deepest desires, and to believe in those hopes and dreams that you once had that are still there, dormant, unmanifest, that potential that's still there, that still means something to you, that maybe you just thought would never happen, or you could never get to, or it just seemed lost somehow. And this is a point where we deepen in under the surface and find out what's still true for us, or what's really authentic and true for us, what we're really here for. Having the courage to step into it. We're supported by the universe now. We're supported by the cosmos. This is the best time to be able to do that. And we're even being pushed out of our comfort zone into that. The more we resist, or we ignore, or we deny what's deep inside us, the stronger the messages are going to be, the stronger the external push is going to be from our environment, from the universe, from our circumstances. So also just want to refer to this image here. These loons are facing away from each other, and they're in this reflective water. So the universe is reflecting back to them their true selves. So I feel you're going to see signs around you. Everything's going to reflect back to you what you already know deep inside, but are maybe not looking at. The way that they're looking away from each other is also like a not looking at it. It's under the surface. It's not clear. Not looking directly at it, denying it a little bit. Also in relationships, especially twin flame relationships, at the moment you might be on a bit of a standoff. You're still one unit. You're still behaving as one unit, but you've got your backs to each other, looking in different directions. The water, though, is reflecting. The mirror is reflecting that you are standing as one. You're just maybe not wanting to face each other at the moment. You may be looking away from each other, not seeing each other, not being consciously aware of each other, but at an unconscious level, you are still one. You are still working as one. You're still working on the same process. Your higher selves know, your deeper selves know, you know at your core, but at a conscious level, you're maybe just dealing with what's going on in your own personal worlds, regardless of what the other is doing. Atati takati takatata toko to atatati takataka toko akatati takataka toko koko. And I'm getting that there may have been something that has pushed you into that frame of reference, and just to trust that that's all part of the process. So this deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deepest desire, all in for what you love, reawaken lost hopes. You can apply this anywhere in your life. It's going to be personal to you, but it's also going to be happening at a collective level. What's true is going to come up to the surface. What's false is going to come up to the surface. Things are going to become conscious. Changes are going to happen. This might be deeply committed to your mission. It might be deeply committed to your work. It might be deeply committed to your family. But it's also strengthening those bonds, and you're reassessing and reevaluating those connections in your life, and realizing those rare, uncommon bonds that are the ties that bind, like the way you're connected to people, even if you're facing away from them, how strong that is, and valuing that as well. Recognize, by seeing it, you value it more. Atatati takataka toko tototi takatati takataka toko ko. Akatati takati takataka toko ko toko ko tototi takatati takataka kaka. Akatati takataka toko ko toko 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 toko. I'm seeing that reflection there, and I'm seeing it almost like the Hanged Man, like surrendering, being upside down. Like the world might feel upside down for a little while because it's going to be a totally different perspective, a totally different reflection coming back to you when you look out into the world to what you're expecting to see or what you're used to seeing, because we're having a paradigm shift. It's a point where people shift timelines. There's a potential to shift timelines right now, especially to move into higher timelines where what you desire is manifest. And that's not going to happen in the reality that you've been generating, creating, living in until now, that didn't support those deepest desires, that suppressed them. So the program or the GPS or the navigation, the map to your hopes and dreams, those ones that thought you've lost, that's still been laying dormant there in the core of you, in your heart. And now by deepening in and going under the surface, you can see them. They're starting to reflect on the surface. You're starting to see them through that reflection in your environment, as they're becoming clearer. It's like as the water becomes clearer, the mirror becomes clearer, you can see through the surface, down deep into those dormant, untapped potentials that can now grow and reveal themselves. So I'm feeling that grounding through the left side of the lower spine. Left side is your creative, intuitive side, receptive side, and the lower back is support, the support and strength that enables you to stand upright in that, move forward in that, the resources. Atatati takata, atatatata, atatati takati takatoko toko toko, akatati tatati takatakata toko, akatati tatati takatata takakakakatoko toko, akatati tati tatati takataka. Feeling it in the calf muscles now, really grounding. Akatati tatatati takatakaka. Akatati takatako koko, the crown. The inspiration comes from your higher self. Akatati takata ti 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 takata. You may find that you wake up in the morning not aware that you've been dreaming about it, or that you've been having meetings with your guides and angels, but waking up with almost like the download, with the download of what your next steps are, mapped out in front of you. And as you follow the thread, you realize you know the way beyond that. And you may then remember past dreams, past seeds in your consciousness that you thought, yeah, I really want to do that. I really feel that in my heart. But you never did it. It was never the time. The circumstances were never right. And you may just see that actually now the circumstances are right. If I made this one decision or made this one change, all of that is in place now for me to step forward onto that path. Okay, there's an expansion there with that understanding. It's like the cells of the body understand the change in direction and the new mission, the new intention. It's grounded through the calves, through the feet, through the lower back. Crown is open, inspiration coming in. And there's a really clear channel of inspiration coming in, directions coming in, to the body taking action, responding to it. I can't feel resistance to that. It's like it's a clear mechanism. It's all oiled and ready to go. It's like the car's functioning, the vessel's functioning to follow those directions exactly to success. So really what will happen then is that will push out any resistances or anything in the way. It'll bring it up to your conscious awareness. As you become aware of it, you can work through it. Again, if you've got strong fixed signs in your chart, or if you're a person who struggles with change, struggles with letting go of the way of things you're used to, you might have to really work with that. Do this transmission, listen to it a few times to just help you push through those resistances, because the vessel is ready, the inspiration and the map is there. It's a matter of choosing it and trusting that you can be successful at following the steps on the path. Blessings, everybody.